So, those assassination missions actually are really helpful for getting money. They actually do offer you the most money. He wasn't lying when he says he'll pay you better than the others. But anyway, hello everyone, welcome back to our Bloodstained Hands. Gray is level 20 now. He is our highest level party member because, Fang got killed in a number of encounters earlier in the game. So, before we get to our business today, for those just joining us from episode 9, we did some side questing, we got some stuff, we can now go to the 5 islands without paying money. But I do need to make a correction. Last episode I said that there was an optional fight available at the Blue Prison. That is wrong. That encounter is available after this mission. Not the last mission, this one. After we finish the test, we can go fight an optional boss who is on par with the final boss in terms of difficulty, and probably get our asses shredded, but we're not going to do that for a while. I do actually have a point when I'm going to go fight all the optional bosses, but we're not going to do it now. But before we go on our adventures and training, there is an optional cutscene available at Rain's house between Rain and Matthew, so we're going to do it right now. Home. It's been a while, huh? Yeah. I honestly don't know if I'd ever be back here. Lots of memories here. Yeah. I miss this place. I miss the life we had here. I mean, this place is still here. We can come here whenever we want. It's not the house I miss. It's the life. Yeah. I miss the morning meals. I miss the conversations we used to have. The late night card and dice games we used to play. The trips to the spring, where everyone would gather at the pub at night and share stories and songs. Actually, I never got to do that. I was a few months away from turning 18 before. That's right, I guess I never got to take you there. I was planning on having everyone in the village gather there for the big day. Really? You know what? We're gonna do it. What do you mean? Well, not right now, obviously, but once this is all over. We'll find Mia, we'll finish what needs to be done, and we'll all gather here for a celebration. It's a little far off. Doesn't matter. We'll have lots to celebrate by that time. And it gives us something to look forward to. Alright. Sounds like a plan. Absolutely. For now, let's focus on what we need to do. I'm not going to rest until Mia is free. Yeah? I'm worried about her. I promised her a new life here, and I failed her. I need to get stronger. You really care about her, huh? She's my reason for fighting. She's the reason I learned everything I could from Gareth and his men. What did they do to you there anyway? Let me put it this way. There's a reason Gareth was famous for his brutality. He used any method that would get results, and he never even heard of a moral compass. So generally, he was an asshole. So it's kind of a good thing we offed his ass. Gods. His tactics revolved around anything that would demoralize the enemy. Taunting, intimidation, battle cries, blood-fueled rages, all of it. But none of that compared to his teaching methods. Basically, he'd use the tactics against the prisoners to see which one had the strongest wills. If a prisoner could resist the treatment, they'd be rewarded that night with a warm meal, bread, a hot meal, and a medic for those who were hurt badly. Wow. But if a prisoner begged for mercy, it would be granted them, the cost of an uncomfortable night. They'd sleep on the cold stone floor, oftentimes with little or no food. So if you resisted, you'd be rewarded. If you couldn't handle it, you'd be punished more? Why would anyone go the latter route? Human psychology. Most people are willing to sacrifice what they want for what they want in the moment. They'd rather end the pain in exchange for mild discomfort. But if a person was strong enough to resist the pain and focus on the bigger reward, they'd get to reap the rewards. Maybe only 20% of the prisoners did that. That just sounds twisted! They were weeding out those with weak wills while teaching the rest to resist being intimidated by their enemies. The rewards helped to build trust. Once the prisoners started to trust their captors, they'd be trusted with weapons and training in combat. I took the training, but I kept my conviction. They never broke me. I fooled them into thinking I trusted them, but all the while I was thinking of Mia. How would I get her back and kill those who took her from me? It's incredible. Can't believe you went through that. It's nothing like I went through. Matthew, you are undoubtedly the strongest, scariest person I know. I would hate to be the person who stands in your way. Good. I want every one of my enemies to feel the same way. I will cut through anything that stands between myself and Mia. And I'll be right behind you, clearing away the bodies. Thanks, little brother. Let's move out. Ugh. Okay, well, that was certainly an experience. So yeah, that basically just confirms what we already knew. Gareth was a cruel, malicious asshole, and it's a good thing we killed him. So, that solves that problem. But anyway, now we have the trade route. We're just gonna use it to get by real fast. I did buy all the new equips that we could for the party, so we don't need to go back to Dynamo. So we're going off to the right. Because over here is an encounter. There are encounters out here?! Bruh. I didn't run into anything earlier. Also, I have Fire 4 now. Let's use Knockout on this. Gotta use those overdrives. Let's use Water. Wow, these guys are really annoying. They are not dying as fast as I would like. Oh, the Phantom woke up. Ah! Ah! The hell was that? I accidentally attacked Gray. Whoops. Let's heal. Never mind. 1700! Wow, okay. I mean, the more experience we get, the higher our levels go, and the higher our levels go, the closer we get to new equips. Okay, we can get iron ore here. Ah! Shoot, looks like I need a better quality pickaxe. Well, shit. More penguins? Alright, well, let's see if fire, like, nukes them. No, it doesn't. Alright, we're gonna need a different strategy. Let's try lightning. Let's eviscerate. Keep attacking. Let's heal. So we have the opportunity to. There is a boss at the end of this place, according to my notes. Let's try air. Okay, I did a lot. He's dead. 1600 EXP. Alright, we can't mine anything because our pickaxe is broken. But gonna be sure to remember that we can't get chests either, because if we don't have a pickaxe anymore... Oh, there's a pickaxe! Snowman! Okay. Hit him with fire, and see if he dies. Ah. Okay, yeah, he definitely died from that. We are gonna need to... Fuck. Hold on. Don't! Damn it! Well, shit. I mean, I know I have items I can use. And we have synthesis if I ever need to restore MP. Alright, so I want that pickaxe. We're gonna have to synthesize in the next fight, because I need MP. Oh, here we are. Here we are! An iron pickaxe! Which we can use to get more iron ore. Alright. I've come to learn that these are the... Case in point, we got Knighthood, which is going on Fang, because he is our protagonist. Basically the mainstay of our party. Alright, so how do I get down from here? Oh, like that. Okay, more iron ore. So we're just gonna go... a single penguin. Okay. Perfect, because this is a prime time for synthesizing. Okay, that restores a healthy amount of MP. So now we can essentially sustain our MP without needing to use stimulants all the time. Carbon and a superior elixir, so it was worth coming back for it. I'm actually gonna go back and heal while we mine all this carbon, because with the carbon we can now make steel equipment at the blacksmith, which is always nice to have better equips. Well, not that most of our party can really use it, and we have already got some pretty decent weapons and stuff right now, but it doesn't hurt. Wait, assassinate, go. It didn't kill him! Heal. Fuck! It happened again! I accidentally attacked too. Right. I mean, what am I doing? Shadow has the ability to sustain himself. I have to remember Cauterize exists. We can use it to essentially sustain ourselves. Like, it's not the greatest thing ever, but at least it heals. Alright. That's done. Now that we have a new pickaxe, we can come through here. Wait a minute, this is the right way. Oh, now it's 3 snowmen. Great. Fantastic. So after this fight, I'm gonna go back and heal. So after this, I will be back. But let's just murder more snowmen, why don't we? Do wish that Gray's freaking gauge filled up faster, so that way we can attack more. Ow! Alright. While we have the chance, let's cure. What do you mean you missed?! Well, Matthew's level 17. Alright, well, let's go back and heal. I will be right back after I go heal. Yo, I'm actually gonna go back to Cyanide because it's free there and I don't have to pay money. So, I'm gonna go back to Cyanide and heal there. So, I'll be back. So, I'm just gonna note now, you can park the boat very, very close to the entrance to Glacio's Throat. So, if you don't want to run all the way back to the boat near Dynamo, you can just put it, like, literally right there. Alright. I didn't actually go make new equipment, because I don't think we really need it, and we can save our carbon for later. Oh god, here we go. Fuck. I also didn't buy lockpicks, but not that I needed them. Air badge! Which we don't really need right now, because we're in ice enemy hellscape. I probably should have bought badges that deal with these ice enemies, but I didn't. Alright, we don't need to heal, so let's use that. Well, guess what I need to do now? Cauterize. Alright, good. Ow! Getting these heal uses going. I really should be using Overdrives with Gray. Ow! Oh, nice. I didn't get the kill. So much for being assassins, am I right? Hey. Nice crit. Why do I keep accidentally clicking attack? I feel like what my problem is, I'm mashing through actions way too much. Venom 5 was learned! Alright, now you can start building up Venom again. Oh, and the Iron Pickaxe is mandatory, so better grab the Bronze Pickaxe, because if you didn't grab the Bronze Pickaxe from Mount Fulman, you can't grab the Iron Pickaxe. The Iron Pickaxe doesn't even appear if you don't have the Bronze one. So let's use Velocity on you. What do you mean I missed one of my hits? Alright. Let's Cauterize, just get some uses in. Venom 5 requires us to use it 30 times to upgrade. Nice. Nice. Fuck. Really? Oh. Uh-oh. Insanity is basically just berserk status, basically, which is why we don't want Matthew to have it. That does heal a type battle, right? Yeah, it does. Alright. There's a chest over there. Got some more carbon. A lot of carbon around here, which I'm fine with. Wait, what? This is territory. Territory? What do you mean? I knew it. Look at this. What? This chasm? What about it? I'll bet this chasm extends to the ocean floor. Oh no. No, there's a boss right here, isn't there? Crap, I didn't save. I'd also be willing to bet there are underwater tunnels that lead into here. We just walked to a Leviathan's nest. Fuck. What? Well, let's get out of here then! Too late. Damn it! Oh, it's you again! I remember you! That is the exact same model that was used in Shattered Hourglass, and that boss was a bitch! Alright, well, we're gonna have to just throw shit at him until he eventually keels over. Let's try lightning. He's a... Well, Leviathans are typically known for being water monsters. Okay, yeah, that actually does damage. Ow. Alright, let's heal. If we can get our overdrives going, then... Holy shit, stop. If we can get our overdrives going, then we can nuke him. Ow! Shadow, heal yourself. You have the ability. And Gray, you can attack. I, once again, keep forgetting. I should probably be using overdrives, and yet here I am, not doing that. Okay. So let's use Cure. What is this dude's obsession with Fang, though? Let's heal up. Really? Stop! Hit him with Daunt. Heal 4! Always good to have... Death! Assassinate, go. I didn't kill him, but we have life. Like I said, we have the ability to self-sustain now, so we should be in a better spot. Alright, let's hit him with Blizzard. And Shadow attack. Fang attack. Oh shit, that heals him! I literally just gave him 1400 HP for free! Well, that sucks. Dude, okay, there was a crit somewhere in there. Meanwhile, Fang's just getting, like, nuked. He's been taking almost all the attacks. Oh, Gray's frostbitten. I guess what else Gray doesn't have? I can't use Cauterize now. Right. Gonna have to synthesis. Can I not poison you? I am impressed I have not gotten Matthew's overdrive yet. Alright, let's heal Shadow. Let's flurry. Let's throw the dagger. How are you not dead? I mean Shadow. Alright, we're fine. Alright, good, we got it. Let's take lots of damage, won't we? Oh, we got an overdrive. We got 2 overdrives. Oh, well he's dead. Well, that cost me a lot of MP. 3,000 EXP! No one level up from that. Nice work. Let's move. Could have warned me beforehand there's gonna be a freaking boss fight there, buddy. I don't want to use my panaceas, but Gray has no MP, so I'm gonna have to use remedies, because you can't use synthesize outside of battle. And using techniques outside of battle don't count towards your uses, either. Alright, I'm gonna have to synthesize in the next fight. Because there are probably still encounters. Getting some more, though. Fucking hell, I knew it. What the hell are these things? Yeah, I have to synthesize. Because we're not out of the woods yet. I'm actually going to save my overdrives. Because there is another boss coming up. So I want to have my overdrive set for that. Synthesize again. Alright, now heal yourself. I probably should have healed Fang because, you know, assassins have, like, no defense. Still no level ups. Carbon. And fucking lockpicking. Oh, fuck. Fuck. Damn it. And I used almost all my lockpicks for a steel halberd, which would have been useful before. It kills my defense and my hit rate. For more attack? I don't think that's worth it, really. My hit rate's kind of like bread and butter right now. So. Jeez, these MP costs are spiking up pretty hard. It's like Castle Oblivion Remake all over again. Except, Gray is basically our one and only dedicated magic user instead of us having a party member whose one role is basically just to spam heal skills all the time. Though it is kind of weird how we only get like a single target heal, and that single target heal is going to become a multi-target heal later. But the thing is, why do we not get a multi-target? Like most other RPGs typically give you like a single target heal skill. Wait, crap, this is the wrong way. And there are still encounters. Pretty sure. There were encounters up? Yup. More penguins! No. I was tempted there for a second to use my overdrives. Though I should probably be using some techniques. To, you know, build them up. Like, we need to really be building up Venom because, you know, it never hurts to have a better poison attack. Especially when we have the chance to farm off these encounters. Oh, and there goes all my MP, so hopefully we don't run into another encounter. Gray's level 21, Matthew's level 18. Still hilarious how our mage is one level higher than us. But, fuck. Goddamn penguins! Oh, right, I have no MP. Oh, nice crit. Alright. Air is probably gonna be our bread and butter here because we can hit things with it. Actually, hold on, let's make some of these. I'm fine. Hopefully. I know where the place is, because you can see it on the map. It's right there. After we get through Penguin Hell. Oh, okay. Like I said, I'm gonna hold on to my overdrives. We do have a boss fight coming up. I mean, it seems like you can get by some of these regular encounters with just regular attacks, and that's fine. It's probably best to save MP for boss encounters. Because bosses, as we've seen with Gareth and the Leviathan, are very tanky. They do require some more effort to take out... Oh crap, I'm dying. I was supposed to cauterize, not... Oh, well shit, now he's dead. Great. Oh, and dying reduces your overdrive gauge to nothing. I literally just noticed that. Wow, it's almost like we should probably be using overdrives. That didn't heal him, did it? Well, it didn't matter. Okay! We're almost there! I will get through with my paltry supply of items and my lack of prep work. Oh my god, maybe I won't. If I can't get out of Penguin Hell anytime soon... Oh crap, I have MP. Gotta synthesize. Alright, Shadow, heal yourself. You can do that. Everyone else can't except for Gray. So, do what you do best and heal yourself. Okay, good. I mean, using Synthesize is actually useful long-term because it builds up uses of it for later. But it also increases the HP cost. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. But here we are! Fuck! Snowman, go away! Goddamn snowman. Yo, it's kind of funny how we're going through a winter hellscape even though out in reality it is currently the middle of summer. Well, the middle is the most inaccurate statement. It's like the end of summer. It's literally like the time of this recording. It's August 31st, not March. March is apparently in summer now. You know, everyone knows that. Here we are. So this is the training facility. You ready, Fang? Let's go. Oh boy. Alright, here we go. Ah, it's still here. This ruin? This is what we're looking for? It may not look like much. This place is perfect for what we need. It's well equipped, it's isolated, and it's safe. But there's no one here! I thought we were coming here to receive training! Who's going to train us? Well... Oh, hi! They will. Shadow? You returned to us. Why? Greetings, Guardian. I bring one of our order. He wishes to receive training so he may reach his full potential. I see. And the price? Are you prepared to pay it? What? We're supposed to pay to get in here? Yes, Guardian. Very well. You may enter. Meet the Master in the courtyard. Then shall your training begin. Okay. Who was that? That was a Guardian, the spirit of a deceased assassin. They defend this place from intruders and train those sent by the Grandmaster. Guildmaster. He recognized you. And it's a good thing, too. Why do you think I came with you? I convinced the Guildmaster to send me so I can get you into the fort. If you had just walked right in, the Guardians would have torn you to shreds. They'd do the same to anyone who entered without permission. He mentioned a price. What did he mean? Every person trained by the Guardians must pay a price. Since they're dead, there isn't really anything we can give them, but there is one thing that they truly want. What's that? Release. They're bound to this realm. They can't pass on. If we can sever their bonds to the mortal realm, they can finally rest. How are we supposed to do that? That's what we're here to find out. Let's go. Wow, okay, this is a lot heavier than I thought. Alright, so here we are. Are you the master? Speak to the master, okay. What does first feel like? I can't remember. Wow. This is just a place of dead people. That's cool. You must be warm with all that blood. Yeah. Just don't kill me, okay? Alright, let's speak to the master. Welcome, initiate. Why does he have almost the exact same sprite as... You claim to seek our knowledge and experience. In return, you have offered to release a guardian from the mortal realm. Is this correct? Yes, guardian. While you are here, you will refer to me as master. Only when you have proven yourself will you refer to me as an equal. Do you understand? Yes, master. Then let us begin your training. First, we shall test your skills as they currently are. Engage! Alright, so this Guardian fight is actually scripted. You can't win this, no matter how hard you try. So basically just... yeah, just suicide yourself on him. Doesn't really matter what you do. So it's kind of a good thing my health is so low. Your technique is effective, but crude. You understand the basics, but you're a child compared to an experienced warrior. Hey! I managed to beat an experienced warrior! With cheap tactics! One time! What techniques have you learned? Venom. I am a combat assassin. And I know cauterize. I'm an endurance assassin. I did not realize the level of instruction at your guild has dwindled so greatly. What's that supposed to mean? There's no such thing as a combat, stealth, or endurance assassin. Every assassin is meant to be as versatile as possible. By now you should have already learned all the skills. Is that possible? Of course. Not only must you learn these skills, you must learn how to use them as effectively as possible. This is where we will focus our instruction. Ah, but you're tired, yes? The day has taken its toll on you, along with all those penguins outside. Perhaps we should retire until tomorrow. Your training may continue then. I am tired. Alright, let's rest up and work some more tomorrow. There are bed chambers in the basement of this fort. Feel free to rest there, and make use of whatever you please while you are here. This place is open to you. Thank you, Master. Alright, cool. So, we can go inside now. Alright. This place is... ah, hi. We are forever doomed to wander here. Yeah. Alright. Oh, hi. Can you tell me what is sleep like? Guess this is the place. And we got this place here. I cannot eat without a body. I forgot what food tastes like. Wow. It must be rough being a phantom having to live in the mortal plane forever. I suppose you could use what I have here. You're still gonna make me pay for this shit?! You're dead! How do you use this stuff?! We could buy elixirs here. That's cool. But we got new equips, so let's put them on. I should probably be using these badges, but I don't know, man. We don't really have much incentive to yet. There is going to be a point where I'm going to buy on the badges, but not yet. I have all the time in the world now to learn everything. What good is knowledge when you're dead? That's a good question. But yeah, it must be rough having to basically live in the mortal plane but be unable to really do anything in it because you're dead. Alright, so now it's bedtime. Hey, Shadow, I've got a question for you. What is it? Where did the Guardians come from? They're the ghosts of deceased assassins. When a creature dies, their spirit returns to either Abyssius or Ether, wherever it came from. But if a creature leaves a strong impression upon death, their spirit may not quite return so willingly. Those creatures become ghosts. So these spirits of the ghosts are dead assassins? Yes, but only the strongest of spirits can take a physical form, like these guardians. They're formidable, as you saw earlier. No kidding. Kinda makes me worry about what the rest of the training will be like. Don't worry too much. From what I understand, there's a lot of fitness involved, as well as countless hours of meditation. It shouldn't be too difficult. Can only hope. Well, we should get some rest. Yeah. Hey, Shadow, answer one more question for me. Sure. What do you want to know? Who are you? I mean, you know my entire background for the most part. I don't know a thing about you. Oh, here it comes. I don't much like talking about my history. If we're going to be training and traveling together, I think it's only fair that I should know who I'm traveling with. Yeah, that's fair, I guess. Alright, you want to know who I am? Where I'm from? I'm nothing. What? You want to know the life I lived before the guild? I was begging on the streets till I was old enough to walk. I never knew my parents. They abandoned me in Safane. I was a kid, yet I was begging for scraps to survive. The Emperor, Leonardo at the time, cared little for the townsfolk. Wow, so all emperors suck in this universe, I see. Taxes were high and people could hardly fend for themselves, let alone orphan beggar child. So I begged, I stole, and I learned how to be invisible. People who didn't simply look the other way when they saw me would spit in my direction instead. I was a burden to society, and everyone knew it. They'd show false pity, but keep a tighter grip on their wallets when they'd see me. No one truly cared or wanted to help. Then one day, a man came to town. He was wearing these dark, fine robes and carried himself with a certain sense of purpose. At the time, all I saw from him was wealth. I picked his pocket, took his coin purse. I walked away with more gold than I'd seen in a year. But I got caught. I didn't know at first, but he let me walk away. A few days later, I was sleeping in an alley when I woke to a shadow hanging over me. It was the man I'd stolen from. His face was hidden by his hood, and I was terrified. I thought he was going to kill me. Instead, he reached out a hand and offered to take me away. To take care of me. Give me a home. A family. A purpose. It was the Guildmaster. He told me he was impressed with my ability. That I was gifted in the arts of stealth. And he told me that my talents could do more good than I could possibly imagine. Well, what was I supposed to do? No one had ever seen potential in me before. For once in my life, I had a chance to make a difference. So that's why he's so zealous about the Guildmaster. I took his offer, and I've never looked back. With the blades, I'm valued. I have a family. I have a purpose. As a kid, I was nothing. Nobody. Just a shadow. I didn't even have a name. I've lived in shadows all my life. And within my family, within the blades, Shadow is the name I was given. But instead of cowering in them, I embrace them as who I am. So there. You wanted to know who I am. Now you know. I'm not anyone special. I'm not a hero. I'm just some beggar off the street. Shadow, you're more than that. You're not a beggar. You're an assassin. You're a teacher, a mentor. You're a man with purpose, a man fighting to make change in a dark and cruel world. You're a friend, a brother. Thank you. Get some rest. You'll need it for training tomorrow. Yeah, you too, Fang. And Shadow, thank you. I feel like I understand you a lot better now. Yeah. Good night, Fang. Night, Shadow. And so did Fang's training continue. The days were filled with rigorous exercise and challenging trials. The nights were spent in the library, researching new techniques in ancient history. Unfortunately, without the basic skills required to be an assassin, the Guardians refused to train Gray and Matthew. They continued to practice the skills they had in an effort to stay in shape, but could not improve any further. The first few weeks consisted mainly of fitness and conditioning. Little instruction took place beyond enduring pain inflicted by the Guardians, of which there was much. They were relentless during sparring. Oh, I mean, they're dead, so I mean, that kind of makes sense. A month passed, and Fang's instruction could finally resume. You know, imagine what Kane and everyone else is doing to Shadow grew to level 20! So that's why he was so underleveled when we got him! He just gets level spiked! Gray has left the party. Matthew has left the party. Enough! You've proven yourself fit enough for the next trial. Ugh. Finally. Been doing nothing but exercises for the last month. In this cold tundra? That must suck. And it has paid off. You are clearly stronger and more dexterous than when we started. You are starting to gain the semblance of a true assassin. I was fit before, but I didn't realize how much more I could improve. Your training was not nearly complete before you arrived. Truly, the quality of instruction your guild provided has diminished over the years. Wow! Hey, that's my instruction you're talking about. You yourself are a mere pup compared to your master. Hey! Enough! Let us continue. The two of you know different techniques, so this is where you will part. Shadow, you will go with another guardian. Fang, you stay with me. Yes, master. So what happens now? You have proven yourself physically capable of learning the remainder of the assassin techniques. Unfortunately, it's not so simple as a gift of knowledge, such as when you learn the first technique. Why not? It is difficult to explain. What method did Shadow use to teach you your current skill? He just sort of showed me how. He had me go through a series of motions and suddenly I knew how to use the skill. You see, he also broke the fourth wall during that whole experience. Yes, I feared as much. Such a method of instruction is extremely dangerous in many ways. What Shadow did was no gift, but rather a vicious assault of your mind. What? What do you mean? To his credit, he didn't know any better and the method worked, but in a way he cheated. Is it odd that Shadow could teach you a skill that he could not use himself? Yeah. I never really thought about it like that. So what really happened? Essentially, Shadow forced your mind into a different shape, one that included the current knowledge of the skill you currently possess. Had he made a mistake, he may have shaped your mind to ruin, causing you to lose all motor function or go completely insane. What? Gods. Reshaping one's mind can be useful, but it's too dangerous to practice and carries unthinkable consequences. It would make one hell of a weapon, though. Imagine reshaping the mind of an enemy, making them unwilling to fight. True, if it were possible. In order to change the shape of one's mind, the subject must be willing, much as you were when Shadow offered to teach you. Regardless, I will not teach you the remaining techniques using the same method. Another method is required. How else can I learn these techniques? These skills are essentially a branch of magic. When you use these skills, you are drawing from your internal well of energy, just as a mage does to fuel their spells. Spells make use of the spirits of Aether and Abyssius to fuel their power. The assassin techniques are application of the power of Morbus, Ignis, and Nox specifically. What do you mean? Have you heard of the 7 Fiends of Abyssius? Once? Yes. If you haven't, the library has texts that can explain more. Regardless, these techniques take magical energy to use, just as spells do. When you learned your first spell, such as it was, you had never drawn from that energy before. And learning to draw from that internal magical energy, that was something that Shadow reshaped me to know how to do. I mean, that does explain why Venom costs MP to use. Which is interesting that there's actually a lore explanation as to why these assassin techniques don't cost HP. Like, if we were playing an SMT game, most of the time, physical skills cost HP to use rather than MP. But here, skills like Venom, Cauterize, and Shroud cost MP to use. So that's something. Precisely. Now that you have practiced manipulating that energy, it is a simple matter to teach you how to use that energy in different ways. If it helps, think of it as as compared to your own martial arts training. When you first learned how to strike, it was clumsy and awkward, yes? Of course. I'd never done it before. I'd never practiced the motions. But with practice, you develop the proper muscle memory to execute those strikes without thinking, on a reflex. The same principles apply to using magic. So the more I use magic, the easier it is for me to reach for it, and the more energy you'll be able to put into your skills, increasing their effectiveness, although your MP cost will also spike exponentially. Muscle memory, but for magic. Spirit memory, in a sense. As I mentioned before, these skills are specific applications of the power of 3 of the Fiends of Abyssius. As a result, a great deal of focus is required to use these skills. In order to focus your mind enough to be able to use the techniques effectively, you must first learn to use them for the purpose with which they were developed. That makes sense. What shall we start with? You have already practiced with Venom, so we will start with Cauterized. Join me by the practice dummy in the far corner of the fort. Understood. What? I thought we had to... I was honestly thinking we got to choose, but no, we don't get to choose, apparently. We have to do Cauterized, apparently. Alright. First, I shall teach you Cauterized. Cauterized 0. I don't feel any different. Did you expect otherwise? Well, yes. When I learned Venom, I felt this rush of energy. Felt the power of the technique flowing through me. I wouldn't want to imagine what feeling the power of poisoning your enemies feels like. It was most likely a side effect of having your mind manipulated. You are suddenly aware of your own internal magical energy when you never were before. How that you are already accustomed to energy, learning a new method of manipulating it will not provide you that same feeling of euphoria. I see. That makes sense. Now, Cauterize. This technique draws on the power of disciples of Ignis in a unique way. Ignis is the fiend of fire, and fire spells have traditionally been used for destruction. Yup. Cauterize, however, uses that same power in a restorative way. When tamed, fire can be used to close wounds, scour poison, and cleanse infection. So like that one time in Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood where Roy Mustang seared his own wound closed and he almost passed out from the pain and then he roasted lust to oblivion. I love that part, it was great. Sounds dangerous. Wouldn't it cause more harm than good? Normally, yes. But this is why focusing your mind is so important. By giving your intentions a clear focus, you can direct your spells to do nearly anything. The more you work against the nature of the element, the harder it would be to give your spells direction. But in this case, we are simply using one aspect of the fire element. By effectively using Cauterize, you can heal your injuries as well as cure yourself of nearly any ailment. This is what I should also be practicing. Okay, I think I understand. Excellent. Then we shall begin your first lesson. I want you to face this guardian. He will not attack you, but you will be poisoned. Use Cauterize to buy enough time to escape. Understood. Alright, so before we get into this, I do want to point out something. Depending on what the technique is you learn, the conditions for this battle are different. If you're learning Shroud, all you have to do is escape. You probably have to use Shroud to give yourself enough time to escape, but that's basically the point. Here, we have to escape, but we're also poisoned, so we're going to have to use Cauterize to make sure we don't die. With Venom, however, the goal is to poison the enemy and basically just outlast them until they die from poison damage. Since we're using Cauterize, our goal is use Cauterize 0, which has no cost. And then, once our gauge comes up, we try to get the hell out of here. Oh, we're poisoned again. Goodbye. Excellent. You are starting to understand. Let's work on this further. Try it once more. Yes, Master. A week passed. After much frustration and the occasional failure, Fang worked in enough practice to use Cauterize. In the meantime, Shadow learned another skill of his own. The next day came quickly with the beginning of learning Shroud, the final skill. Fang learned Cauterize 1! How's your training coming along? So far, so good. You? It's different from what I expected. I know what you mean. I thought this would be a bit more violent. Seems more philosophical than anything. I wish I had been exposed to this before I trained you. It makes sense, and more importantly, it's a more effective, efficient method of learning the techniques. Not to mention, it makes it possible to learn more than one technique at a time. But you have to have an instructor who knows these skills in order to learn them. I taught you the skill without knowing it myself. True. That was risky. You're lucky I'm not a vegetable if you messed around with my mind like that. Yeah. Sorry. I didn't realize what could have happened back then. You broke the fourth wall, dude! There's going to be a reform in how the assassins are trained after this. Good idea. You're learning the last techniques today, aren't you? Why don't you tell me? You've been making just as much progress as me. It's been a productive week. Agreed. Anyway, I should get going. The master awaits. You're meeting him in the courtyard, right? Yeah, I'm ready. Our training is almost complete. Keep going, Fang. We're almost there. Alright, so we need to meet the master in the courtyard. Well, what is that? I was gonna end the episode before we go see the master in the courtyard, but before we do that, what the hell is happening over here? 98. Oh, he's doing push-ups. Wow, I wasn't sure you could actually do it. You know, if you spent half as much time working out as you reading books and meditating, you'd be just as fit. If you spent as much time reading books as you working out, you might actually have a brain. Wow! Shots fired! Hey! I'm kidding. But magic does take serious discipline. The amount of focus required is unbelievable. I have to meditate every day just to maintain that focus. Every day? I mean, you're already pretty powerful. How much practice do you really need? Think of it like any sort of martial art. If you don't practice, you'll get rusty. For magic, it's all about centering yourself and keeping your mind as sharp as possible. Similarly, the more you practice the basics, the better you become at the more advanced techniques as well. How does that apply to magic? Simply put, the better I can get focusing my mind and creating clear intentions, the better my spells will be. They'll be stronger, but also much more efficient, and they'll also cost more MP, requiring me to waste time using synthesize more. Huh. I didn't realize magic requires so much of you. I always thought that once you knew a spell, that was it. I didn't realize it required daily discipline. If it were easy, everyone would do it. But I always preferred using my brain over using my muscles, so I chose this path. And I've always done hard physical work, so this is all I know. You see, I get exercise to become physically strong, but I'd be taking time and focus away from my magic. If I studied magic, I wouldn't have time to condition myself and staying in top shape. Better to be an expert in one field rather than a novice in two. Exactly! Glad to see you guys are still keeping busy. We won't be here too long, I promise. Take your time, Fang. You've got your own skills to practice. Yeah! You're the one leading this show, after all. Thanks, guys. Grateful for the support. Don't mention it. Now let's see if I can do 100 sit-ups. Oh boy. These idiots, I swear. Alright, we're gonna end things there. After that little moment. We still have more training to do, but we now have another technique that is only at level 1. Oh my god. Guess what I get to do? Farm it up exponentially. So we're going to do that eventually. But next time, we're going to finish our training and become an assassin again. And then probably go murder more folks, because that's just what assassins do. I'll see you then.